So it is that time of the year again, folks. It is January, and while our announcement video was a bit earlier last time, Kathy and I have still put together the RENT Readathon once again. This time it's going to be held just a couple of weeks later than the one last year, and it's going to be a whole month long. So the RENT Readathon is going to be spanning the entirety of the month of February. The RENT Readathon is a readathon themed around the musical Rent. We have several prompts that you can do that are related to Rent. The books don't necessarily have to be directly related to the musical at all, but this is just a fun opportunity to share in our love for musical theater and read some books. Like we said last year, you don't necessarily have to have seen Rent or know Rent to participate. If you just like the prompts or want to participate in a readathon with us, that's totally okay. The prompts are just inspired by that musical. A lot of the prompts are going to be the same as last year, but we actually added another section. So we have a selection of prompts for each character. You can either choose to be on a particular character's team by doing all of their prompts. You could pick one from each category. You can really do whatever you want. You could just pick one prompt out of all of these and read on it, and you'd still be participating. So I'm going to walk you through all of the prompts and our new category that we have as well. So the first set of prompts that we have is for the character Mark. For Mark, you can read a book associated with a film. You can read a biography or memoir, or you can read a book with a Jewish protagonist. The next character that we have is Roger, and for him, you can read a book about music, read a contemporary book, or read a book that deals with addiction. For Maureen, you could read a book with bisexual representation, read something weird, and either read a poetry collection or a book about a performance artist. For Joanne, you can read a book centering law, you could read a piece of nonfiction, or a book with lesbian representation. For Angel, you have a book with anti-capitalist themes, a book that centers romance, or some other kind of love, and a book that has trans representation. Then we have Collins, and for him, you can read a book about a teacher or a book that teaches you something, read a sci-fi book, and read a book with a queer person of color as the main character. Then Mimi, and for her you can read a book centering HIV and AIDS, read a graphic novel, or read a book with a fiery character. Then we have a new category. Instead of pulling from the characters, pulling from the people who worked on the project. So a new team or person to pick from, we have Jonathan Larson. And for Jonathan Larson, you could read a book set in New York, a book set in the future, or a dystopian novel. So feel free to use all of these prompts, some of these prompts, one of these prompts, whatever you would like. You can try to find a book that fits multiple prompts. It's completely up to you. Feel free to use these however is going to fit your reading. Throughout the month of January, Kathy and I are both going to put out a video of recommendations for the RENT Readathon, so books that fit these prompts, to help give you some ideas. And then closer to February, we will also be posting our TBRs. So keep an eye out on that. Definitely check out the Twitter, so that you can keep up with any other announcements or anything that we post. I really enjoyed this last year, and I'm super excited for the readathon to be a month long this year. So in the comments, let us know if you have any questions. And in the comments, also tell me about your favorite musical. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye.